It's on first down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he stopped immediately there.
Nick Chubb.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He was brought down by Von Bell.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry down for Kareem Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
a rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to throw right away. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mayfield now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. William Jackson with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And that's complete. It's Green here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the Browns' 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's second and a yard. A handoff to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 9. First down, Cincinnati.
A gain of 9 yards. And
off the play fake, here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
23 yards, the final tally. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Browns, nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, what's the ball?
They run it again with Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Roses to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Bengals 28, Browns nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
3-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We want it. Come to my way. Alert, 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 alert. 6. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mayfield to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
The end of the third quarter of play with the score, Bengals 28, Browns nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Pistol.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 36. Mike 30. Hurry. Come on. Real. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hurry. Motion. Run.
Now Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today.
First down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15.
36. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Watch 36. Kings. Big stop, T. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Mayfield with it once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
did
preserve.
the same. It smelled
terrible.
too. The Browns drive about to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, watch it. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
3 yards. It's now fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. 2nd and 16. A give. This is Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Five yards remain on 2nd down. The first throw now for the backup, Keenum. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Bengals,
they'll give it to Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check 24. Check 24. Let's go, D. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, take 53.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there